I know deep down inside it was because of fear. Hello, intention setters. It's Hayley Loewen here, coming at you from the I Am Blessed Malabid studio, wanting to talk about fear and how to be fearless, or just how I started to become fearless, because I can only really talk about my journey. And my journey started at a really young age. It started at around probably 3 or 4 years old. I had so much anxiety around, well, everything. I wouldn't even ask somebody for a package of ketchup if I wanted some for my fries when I was younger. I had fear about even going to school. I remember grabbing a hold of my parents' legs and not letting go. I did not want them to leave me because I had this fear like I was going to be left alone, like everyone here was going to judge me, and I just didn't feel comfortable in my own skin, but I didn't know that at the time. And it took a long time for me to feel comfortable in my own skin. And you know what? At times, I really still don't. And this is something that I've struggled and battled with, as you know, since I was young. So, what helped me was realizing the things that made me fearful. So, I looked back to when I was younger, and I looked at the patterns that I had. So starting with not being able to ask for ketchup. Second, not wanting to go to school. Third, I was in swimming. So sports, I loved playing sports. But the issue is I was worried about if I was running right. I was worried if somebody was going to judge me for the attire I was wearing. I was this amazing swimmer who wouldn't graduate to the A pool because I didn't want more eyes on me. Right? I stayed in the B pool, even though I was winning gold medals and was doing really great. There was this but I'm not good enough for the A pool, and I don't want all that pressure, right? But the word was the not good enough thing, because I know deep down inside it was because of fear. And I wish that I could have been fearless at that age so that I could have fulfilled my desire to be in the A pool and to win gold medals there, right? So I didn't advance in even my school life. And when I went to high school, I remember in high school, I was in English and I had to do debate assignments, or I'd have to do a presentation, and I would skip. I would skip the presentation because there's no way that I would stand in front of people, even if I was prepared, and say what I needed to say. To have a debate with somebody, oh my gosh, just thinking about that would make me vomit. So I really wish that there was this class in high school where they talked about how to be fearless, because maybe I would have gone for things that I wanted to go for at that age. I remember going to a counselor's appointment at the school for a career counselor, and her telling me that I would never become a marine biologist because I was not smart enough. Okay, so I think about that now and it makes me cringe, but I held on to those things deeply, and it fed my fear, it fed my insecurities, and then I latched onto them and I didn't know how to break through. And it wasn't until I went into yoga teacher training only, I think it was 6 or 7 years ago. And I went into prenatal yoga teacher training. And who I call my guru, my teacher, she talked about being fearless. She talked about women coming together and being fearless. She just talked about anybody becoming fearless, but she taught me that who gives a crap what people have to say, right? When you're taking the steps to do the things that you want to do and become fearless in those steps, you start to realize who you are and the things that you desire, and then they start to come to life. So it's not only the law of attraction of thinking about what you're wanting, but it's also taking the actions. And those actions lead you to being those acts of fearlessness. And you can start by baby steps. So if you were like me, and your first step was asking somebody at a cashier counter at like a restaurant for a pack of ketchup, then you start with that. And then you do it again. And then you do it again. And you do it again, and you do it again until it's just like you did it and you didn't even realize you did it, and you're just like, oh, cool. Okay, next step, what is it? Okay, the next step is going to a class and being able to introduce myself. Okay, you go, you introduce yourself again, you introduce yourself again, and you do it over and over again. Okay, next step. Okay, I'm going into a sport that I've always wanted to go into, and I'm gonna get to know people, and I'm gonna tell them about myself and who I am, and I'm gonna be strong and confident about it. And even if I'm faking it, like really, really faking it, you're still taking the steps so that in the future, you're just going to walk up to people and be like, yeah, this is who I am. This is what I love to do, right? You know what my worst fear was, and I hated it, was when you were going to like a conference or somewhere where you had to introduce yourself and tell them who you are. Oh my gosh, I hated that. And whenever it would come to me, I'd be like, but the more I did it, the more easier it became. Okay? So I went from that to teaching yoga classes to like 40 people in a class. Crazy. I think about that now, it's like, oh my God, crazy. And then next step, okay, quitting my job and starting my own business. Then doing a live video. And now doing YouTube and totally freestyling. But I had to go through the little baby steps in order to get here. This is me. This is my journey. But this is what helped me. So I wrote down my baby steps in a journal. I got the pack of ketchup. I ran a marathon. I talked to this person. I did all these steps, right? And then when I looked at everything that I had written down that I had accomplished, I was like, no freaking way. There's no way that that's me. And then it just hit me. It's just like these things that I really and truly want for myself, I have to be fearless and go for them. Because look what I've accomplished by just conquering these fears. By being fearless and conquering these fears, look how far I've come. I know who I am. I'm not ashamed of who I am. You know, but I was hugely ashamed of who I was. Like huge. I would do ridiculous things in order to like feel love from somebody else or feel love for myself. You know, just anyway, I could go on and on. But the word that I hope that you hold on to is fearless. What can you be fearless with today? Write it down. Write down the things that you're fearful of and tick them off one by one. Tick, tick, tick until you're just like, look at me, I'm doing YouTube videos and I'm trying to inspire people because that's my calling. it's helping people. It's helping people through mala beads, right? So we have a mala bead that is called I Am Fearless, and it's made with all onyx with this beautiful black tassel, and it's so strong, and it helps you to feel confident, helps you to feel protected, it helps you to feel fearless. So when you're going through the beads, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, you're just like, bam, let's do this. And that's what I know infuses inside my soul when I'm using my mala. So that when I'm going to do these small steps, I'm wearing my mala, I've already powered it with my 108 I am fearless mantra, and I'm ready to conquer the world. I'm ready to conquer my dreams. I am ready to be fearless, whatever happens, whatever comes. Okay, so if you have any questions about anything, please message us. We're here for you. Our email address is iamblessedmalabeads@gmail.com, and our website is iamblessedmalabeads.com. We are also on Instagram, and I'll post the Instagram link about here. All right, be open, stay free, and be blessed. Namaste.